name
This
what all
conference
master
will now be
data
recorded.
we are going to be working it out. Like first one on the name of customer master, second one material master, third one vendor master, followed by GL accounts, which we try to call it as general ledger accounts over here. Then we try to work out with BOM concept over here, bill of materials. So in case if you want to sell the products in combo packages, then we try to work out with this BOM concept. Then we have a CMIR, which stands for Customer Material Info Record over here. There's going to be another master data, CMIR. Like this, we have a lot of master data, but these are going to be the standard things which we are going to be working it out over here. Standard master data. And these master data plays a big role. And all this master data maintenance is going to be done by our end users. They are going to be responsible for creation of it, not the consultant. So whatever prerequisite is required to create a master data, so all that prerequisites we are going to be maintaining it, but end user is the one who will be maintaining all that information. Okay, so I'm just trying to focus on how to work out with these things. So starting with customer master creation, that's going to be the first master data. Customer master. Now how to create a customer record in SAP application, like what all information we need to maintain it. So what all configurations need to be done, because as a consultant, so there are going to be some prerequisites which need to be maintained. So we need to work with some of the configuration over here, some prerequisites. So here we can't. Now we are not going to be creating customer directly. As I mentioned, there are going to be some prerequisites maintained. So all that prerequisites, we are going to be learning it. So then only we can go for creating of our customer record over here. So what all going to be the prerequisites, how to maintain it is what we are going to be learning it. Now when we talk about these things over here, prerequisites, or you can call it as pre-requirements. Prerequisites, or you can call it as pre-requirements. Now, what are the prerequisites? We need to work it out over here. So here, the first prerequisite is going to be working with our account groups. It's going to be addressed as first prerequisite. Prerequisite, working with our account group over here. Now, when we talk about this particular account group creation, now what information this account group is going to be providing us over here. So basically, this account group is used to maintain field status. Is used to maintain field status in customer master. It is used to maintain field status in customer master. Whether a particular field need to be activated as optional entry or required entry or suppress entry or display entry, those settings are going to be maintained with the help of account groups over here. Those entries are going to be maintained with the help of account groups. Now, what you mean by this field status, how it works out step by step, we try to explore each and everything. Okay, we're going to be exploring each and everything. So as of now, just try to remember account group is used for maintaining the field status. Which field need to be activated as an optional entry, required entry, suppress entry, those settings can be maintained with the help of this one. It can be maintained with the help of account groups. Now, here, always the code for account group is going to be of 4 letters, maximum of 4 letters. So here I'm just trying to create one of it by using one naming convention. So let's say we are trying to work out with company Samsung. So let's say I'm just trying to maintain SSOL over here. What does SSOL stands for? It stands for Samsung Sold Party. I'm going to be creating it on the name of SSOL, which stands for Samsung Sold Party. Okay. Now, how do you create it? So for creating this one, we are going to be using a transaction code called as OBD2. There's a T code used. Transaction code used is going to be OBD2 over here. Okay. Now, I try to create this one. Now see, so here I'm just trying to basically work with the transaction code itself, OBD2 as our transaction code. If you click on enter, this is how the screen is going to be looking. And in this particular screen, to maintain, these are all going to be the standard account groups. So we're not working out with the standard. So I'm just trying to create a customized one. So for that, we are going to be taking the help of new entries over here. So take the help of new entries. So maintain the code over here and maintain the description as well. That's it. This is what you're going to be doing it. You're not going to be maintaining any other values over here. Just maintain the code and the description. That's it. Please remember, you're not going to be maintaining any other information. Why? Step by step, when we try to export it, it is going to be more clear for us. So at the moment, maintain this information, click on enter and try to save it. And try to save it over here. So I'm just trying to create a new request because there's one of the master datas, customer master, and I'm trying to save this one. So that's going to be the first step where we have gone for creating an account group over here. We have gone for creating an account group. There's the first step. Now, second step over here. Now, what is the second step? We need to basically work with our number ranges. Because for each and every customer, there is going to be a unique number which need to be assigned. So for that, we need to go for creating an number ranges over here. Now, how to create this number ranges? How to create this particular number ranges, because SAP is going to be supporting two types of number ranges over here. Okay. One, we try to call it as an internal number range, and second one, we call it as an external number range. One, we call it as an internal, and second one, external. So two types of number ranges will be there over here to work out. Two types of number ranges. One, we try to call it as an internal number range. Second one, it's going to be external number range. Now, what exactly is the difference between both these number ranges over here? How to play around. How to play around. Like, we need to know the functionality of this number ranges and we need to know how it's going to be worked out. Okay. Now, when we talk about this internal number range, so this is nothing but system will allocate a number. System will allocate the numbers from series of numbers over here. System will allocate the number from series of numbers. Okay, that means you need to create some number ranges and keep it in the system. Whenever a record is being created, system will allocate a number for that particular record. That's what you mean by internal number range. Now, for example, I've created one series. Now, let's say we are trying to maintain a series 1 to 100 over here. We're trying to maintain a series by naming it as 1 to 100. So whenever customer record is created, whenever user is trying to create a record on the name of Sam, So number will be allocated as 1. So for Peter, 2. For Jack, 3. In a sequence, these numbers are going to be getting allocated. In a sequence, these numbers are going to be getting allocated. Okay, so you need to know this one. So that is nothing but the functionality of internal number range. So system will be allocating a number from our series of numbers over here. That's how it's going to be working. Okay. Whereas when you're trying to work out with external number range, there's going to be manual allocation of numbers. Manual allocation of numbers means what? User need to allocate a number for each and every customer record created. Okay. User will be allocating number for each and every customer record created. Now, how it works out? If you try to create a number range, now let's say we are trying to create 200 to 300. I'm maintaining a series of number by maintaining 200 to 300 over here. Now, in this case, what happens? So, Harry is one customer. Now, for this Harry, what user will be doing? He will be allocating a number over here. So user can go for allocation of 225. It's not going to be in series. Whichever number user want to allocate for a customer record, he can do that. Okay. Now for Ram, it's going to be allocated as 295. Okay. So for Sandeep, so it will be allocated as 275. Whatever number user want to allocate it, he can do that when he is working with external number range. But user need to remember each and every number. What all numbers has been issued, user need to remember it. That is the disadvantage of working with external number range. User need to remember all the numbers which has been allocated. So people doesn't try to work with external, we always try to work out with internal number range. Okay, so please remember the difference, how to work with internal and how to work with external. So internal, system will allocate a number. External, it's going to be the manual allocation of numbers which need to be done over here. Okay, and this one is going to be supporting alphanumerical combination, alphanumeric format. For example, if you want to maintain it as AB 200 to AB 300 like this, it will be supporting alphanumerical format. Whereas internal number range is going to be supporting only numeric format. It is going to be supporting only numeric format. Okay, so please understand the difference between these two. In most of the projects, we always try to work out with internal number range. We don't try to work out with the external number range. We always try to work with the internal number range. Now, I'm just trying to create these things. Like to create this number range, we are going to be working out with a transaction code called as XDN1. It's the T code used creating the number ranges. XDN1. Now, how to create it? So if you get into XDN1 transaction code, this up the screen is going to be looking. And in this particular screen, you can see we have three options. First one, we call it as a display intervals. Second one, change intervals. And third one, NR status. So whenever you want to go for creating a number range, always try to click on change intervals. Click on change intervals. This is the place where you're going to be creating it. So click on this change intervals and this up the screen is going to be looking. This up the screen is going to be looking over here. Okay, so here we have a code maintained for each and every number range we maintain. There will be a code, and code length is going to be of 2 letters, which can be alphanumerical combination or only alphabets are also accepted. And you need to define your number range from and to columns over here, from number to number. That is what we need to maintain it, from number to number. range. And if any number has been used, system is going to be automatically popping up that particular number over here. So I'm just trying to create one number range. So I'm trying to insert it. So click on this particular icon to insert our number range. Insert line. So if you click on this insert line over here, so whatever code you want to maintain for the number range, you can define it. Whatever code you want to maintain it for the number range, you can define it over here. So let's say I'm trying to maintain it by the code M7. That's my code which I'm trying to maintain it, M7, and try to maintain from and to numbers over here. From number to two number. Whatever range you want to maintain it, you can maintain it over here. So I'm just trying to maintain it, like for example, like starting number is going to be, let's say, my starting number. Always the code length is going to be of 10 digit. And this is going to be my ending number, 314. So that means we can go for creation of how many customers? 100 customers over here. We can go for creation of 100 customers. Okay. And if you leave this particular checkbox as blank, that means we are trying to work out with internal number range. If you leave that particular checkbox as blank, we are trying to work out with internal number range. If you activate it, it's going to be addressed as an external number range. That's how it works out. So how to know which number range is acting as internal or external? Internal or external. If this checkbox is active, external. Blank, internal. Okay. So maintain our code. Click on enter. It has been inserted, and make sure you try to click on save. Click on save, and number range is going to be created up over here. Number range has been created up over here. Okay. This is how you try to go for defining of it. This is how you go for creation of it. And it has been successfully inserted by a code called as M7, where we maintain starting number as 214 and ending number as 314 over here. So here I'm just trying to maintain that one. So we have defined internal. Please remember, we are not working out with external number range. Now, once you have created this number range, we need to assign it. So if you want to use it, we need to assign it. We need to assign this number ranges. We need to assign number range to what? To account group. We need to assign it to our account group. So whatever account group we have created in the first step, for that we need to assign it. We are going to be assigning this particular number range over here. Okay, that's what we are trying to do it. We are trying to assign it to our account group. And this is going to be executed using a transaction code called as OBAR. It's going to be the transaction code user. So for number ranges, XDN1, for account group OBD2, and for this OBAR over here. Now how to maintain it and work it out. I'm just trying to show you this one. So if you get into OBAR transaction code, it's going to be the screen. Okay. This is how the screen is going to be looking. Now here, so click on position and select our account group. To this account group, assign number range M7. I'm using this particular thing. I'm assigning it. And try to save this one. Done. Okay, so this is going to be the first prerequisite to work it out. So creation of account groups, number ranges, and assigning that number ranges to our account groups over here. Now once you're done with this particular prerequisite, now what is the second thing? Now next step, we need to basically work with our second prerequisite, which we try to call it as partner determination. This is going to be our second prerequisite, working with our partner determination. Now, what exactly is the functionality of this partner determination and how it works out? So with the help of this partner determination, we try to fix up the roles and responsibilities of the customer. Okay. So with the help of this, fix up the roles of the customer. So whenever you try to create a customer, there are going to be 4 partner functions which are going to be maintained. One on the name of sold party. Second one, ship to party. Third one, bill to party. And fourth one will be the payer. These are going to be the 4 partner functions which need to be maintained up. Sold to party, ship to party, bill to party, and payer over here. These are the 4 partner functions we need to maintain it. These are the 4 partner functions which need to be maintained. Now, what is the role of each and every partner function and how it works out? Now, how it works out over here. Now, see, so sold party is nothing but a person who places an order to the company. Person who places order to the company, we call him as a sold party. Person who places order to the company. We are going to be calling it as a sold party over here. Now, who will be called as a shipped party? Person who receives delivery from the company. Person who received deliveries from the company, we are going to be calling it as a shipped party. Person who received delivery from the company. Billed party is nothing but person who receives bills from the company. We are going to be calling it as a billed party. Person who received bills from the company. And payer, person who pays the bills. Person who pay the bills, we are going to be calling it as a payer over here. So always when you try to create a customer, these 4 partner functions need to be maintained. One on the name of sold party, second one shipped party, third one bill to party, and fourth one is a payer over here. These 4 partner functions need to be maintained. Okay. A person who receives stock, sold party. Person who received delivery, shipped party. Person who received bills, bill to party. Person who pay the bills, payer. Person who pay the bills, we call him as a payer over here. Okay. Now what they do, what is their job role, how it works out. So here I'm just trying to explain it. So we have a Samsung company. There's a client for which we are trying to do the implementation. Now this client is having a customer. So let's say Bajaj Electronics is one of the customer for them. We're going to be calling it as a customer. Now what this Bajaj Electronics will be doing is the one who will be placing the orders. Is the one who will be placing the orders. So to whom he is going to be placing an order? He will be placing an order to Samsung company. So Bajaj Electronics over here is going to be addressed as what? Sold party. Now each and every partner function is going to be mapped with the help of a code. For sold party, we try to maintain it as an SP. For shipped party, SH. For billed party, BP. And for payer, PY. So each and every partner function is going to be mapped with the help of a code. Sold party SP, shipped party SH, billed party BP, and for payer, it is going to be PY. These are the codes maintained, and these are all going to be the standard codes. So no need to create any new partner functions. By default, these things are available in the system to work out. By default, these things are available in the system to work out. Okay. Now, in this case, what is happening? Bajaj Electronics is placing an order to Samsung company. So we are going to be calling it as what? SP, sold party. Now, once customer has placed an order to Samsung, now what is the next step? Now, Samsung need to deliver the stock to Bajaj. So Bajaj is going to be acting as our shipped party as such. Bajaj is going to be acting as our shipped party, the one who will be receiving the stock. So we call him as an SH, shipped party. And now what happens? Now once Samsung has delivered the stock, now Samsung is going to be issuing the bill to Bajaj. So Bajaj is going to be acting as our bill party because he is the one who will be receiving the bills from the company as well. So we are going to be calling it as a bill party over here. And then who will be doing the payment? Bajaj will be doing the payment to Samsung. So we call it as a payer, PY. Okay. So these are the four partner functions you need to maintain. Sold party, shipped party, billed party, and payer. Who is going to be acting how? Sold party is nothing but the one who will be placing an order. Shipped party, who received the stock. Billed party, who received the bills. Payer is the one who pay the bills. So please understand all these partner functions functionality, what they do. Okay. And when you try to go for creating a customer over here, when you try to go for creating a customer, you can have a single sold party, but you can have multiple shipped parties, multiple billed parties, multiple payers. You can have single sold party, you can have multiple billed parties, multiple payers, and multiple shipped parties. Now what you mean by this and how it works out over here, how it's going to be working out. Now see, so in case, now we know that this Bajaj Electronics is trying to sell the product at different locations to different stores. It's not that they are trying to sell the product only from one store, they're trying to sell the product from different stores. So each and every store, now let's say they have one store at Panjagutta location, one store at High Tech City location, one store at Begumpet. These are all going to be the stores. Now, from all these stores, they are trying to sell the product. From all these stores, they are trying to sell the products of what? Samsung company. Now, let's say they require some S10 mobile. The store requires some S10 mobile. The store required S10 mobile, and Begumpet store also requires some S10 mobile. So whatever stock they want, they can't place an order directly to Samsung company because they don't have the authorization to place an order. So whatever stock they require, first they need to update it to head office. First, they need to update it to head office, and head office is the one who will be placing the order to Samsung. All these stores cannot place an order directly to Samsung. They need to update their requirement to the head office, and head office is the one who will be placing an order to Samsung company. That's how it's going to be working in the real time. The same thing followed in all the business as well. So let's say this store required 20 units, this store required 30, and this store required 20 units. So altogether, how much stock? 20 stock. Now, Bajaj will be placing an order to Samsung. So this head office is going to be acting as what? As our shipped party. As our shipped party. Now, once they place an order, now this customer is going to be giving the instructions to Samsung company saying that respective quantity need to be delivered to that stores. Respected quantity need to be delivered to that particular stores. Means what? Like 20 stock need to be delivered to Panjagutta location, 30 to High Tech, 20 to Begumpet. So all these guys will be acting as what? As our shipped party as such. They are going to be acting as what? As our shipped party over here as such. And Bajaj is going to be giving the head office is going to be giving the instructions to issue the bill to that respective store itself. So they are going to be acting as what? Our built party. They are going to be acting as our bill to party as well. Okay, and it will be giving the instruction collect the payments from that particular store itself. So they are going to be acting as our payers. They are going to be acting as our payers over here. That's how it's going to be working. They are going to be acting as our payers. So they don't have the authorization for placing an order. That's it. Apart from that, they have authorization for receiving the stock, for receiving the bills, for receiving the or doing the payment as well. So we can have multiple shipped parties, multiple built parties, and multiple payers maintained. But we can have only one sold party. But we can have only one sold party. But we can have multiple shipped parties, built parties, and payers over here. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, I'm back. Now here, this is what we need to map it. So always remember when you're trying to go for working with our customer master, we can have one sold party, but we can have multiple shipped parties, built parties, and payers maintained. Now, how this one need to be tracked and work out is what we are going to be looking after over here. How this one need to be tracked. So there are going to be 4 steps when you're trying to work out with this partner determination. Like first step, we need to create a partner determination procedure. We need to create a partner determination procedure. This is going to be the first step. We need to create a partner determination procedure over here. That's going to be our first step. Okay. And here the code for this partner determination is going to be of 4 letters. Alphanumerical combination, everything is going to be accepted, but you need to maintain it as 4 letters over here. Okay. So here, let's say I'm trying to maintain it as ZSOL. If this code is available, we can use this one. I'm trying to maintain it as ZSOL, which stands for sold to party. There's a code which I'm trying to maintain. I want to maintain this one. Now, second step, or you can, in short, you can call this one as PDP, partner determination procedure. You can call it as PDP. Now, second step, to this particular code or to this particular PDP, we need to assign the partner function. So, assign partner functions. Assign partner functions to PDP. So, what all partner functions you want to maintain, we need to assign it over here. To CSOL, I'm going to be assigning sold to party. To CSOL, try to assign ship to party. To CSOL, assign bill to party. To CSOL, assign payer. I'm trying to assign all the 4 partner functions. So what all partner functions you want to maintain in our customer record? All those 4 partner functions need to be maintained up over here. You need to maintain all the 4 partner functions. Please remember this one. Okay. And then third step, we need to assign this particular PDP to what? To our account group. So assign PDP to account group. It's going to be the next step. We need to assign this PDP to our account group. That's going to be our third step. Now, whatever account group we have created. So we have created our account group on the name of SSOL over here. So select that SSOL. SSOL to which we are going to be assigning ZSOL over here. We are going to be doing this particular step. We need to assign PDP to our account group. So this is going to be third step. And try to work out with the fourth and final step. We need to assign partner functions. We need to assign partner functions to what? To account group. So in this particular step, we are trying to assign what? We are trying to assign our PDP to account group. But in this particular step, what is happening? Our partner functions are not getting assigned directly. So for that reason, we are trying to do this particular step. We are trying to assign partner functions directly to our account group over here. Okay. So to ZSOL, sorry, to SSOL, we are going to be assigning sold party. To SSOL, shipped party. To SSOL, built party. And for SSOL, we try to assign payer. We are trying to assign all these 4 partner functions to our account group. Okay, so all these steps need to be done over here. These are the 4 steps you need to do. First, create a partner determination procedure. Second, to that particular procedure, assign what all partner functions you want to maintain it. Then try to assign this PDP to our account group. So whatever account group we have created, to that we need to assign it. Then try to assign all these 4 partner functions to that PDP. Sorry, account group. We are trying to maintain the link directly between account group and the partner functions. Okay. So this is what we need to basically learn, how to do this particular concept. So this one, I'm going to be taking it up in tomorrow's class. So where I try to work out with this PDP and start working out with our customer record creation as well. So how to create a customer record, what all values you are going to be maintaining for that.
Mr. Jairam,
Okay. Yeah.
see, sorry to inform you. I'm not clear about these number ranges. Why actually we are using these number ranges? Why we have to
Uh,
create the number ranges?
why we need to create means, like, for example, you have an employee ID, right? Every employee is going to be having an employee ID. So it's going to be a unique number which will be allocated to the customer. That's how we are going to be representing. For that the reason we are going to be creating this number ranges.
Okay, okay. Do you have any separate notes for this one, Mr. Jairam?
Yeah, I do have it. I'm going to be sharing it.